Okay, I'm asking that permission again. So with the permission of Tony, we are recording this because we had some technical difficulties in the live session. We will go live on a recorded version. How about that, Tony?
It sounds good. I'm almost done with my coffee by now.
Well, you were just telling us about.
Well, it's been a year since the pandemic hit.
Okay.
And how has your vision of the world changed?
Oh, well, of course, with the coffee in the morning.
Your vision of your own world?
Vision of my own world have changed significantly, as you know, Tony, that when COVID first hit us, we were just starting up Vino and Vision. We were just putting things together, and we were, just getting engaged with our conversation. And you and I started that a little bit earlier, about a year and a half ago. We talked about this and going into virtual world and bringing this all together for the world. And COVID hit, and it significantly, as I said, changed my world. And as you can see now, we are in multiple states, and I don't have the exact count, but it may be 16 of them now. We recently added Maryland in our portfolio of states, and so including one international location. So, and our coaches are there, multiple coaches in each of the states as well. Today, as of today, we have 2 coaches in California. We have 2
and
coaches.
is each coach helping more and more people?
Coaches are growing the community. At the same time, they're also helping with the activities that we are doing. So for example, we just recently did an activity with the nonprofit organization in Pensacola, Florida. We did a painting and coaching activity. It's an art-based coaching activity. And 3 of our coaches attended that event. 1 from Louisiana and 2 from Florida attended that event and did painting with them as well. And this project is called the NISI project, and they are preventing sex trafficking and restoring people's life on that. So we were able to contribute to their cause, and our art event. If you go to their Facebook page, you will see it's end of March. So you have to go March 31st event, and you will see picture of their art there, the people who have done it. And they have done a fantastic job. And the one that they did it there is called Discovery Selfie. It's creating your own image on art. And as you know, art is the reflection of mind. And we talk about that in Vino and Vision. So not to go discuss detail on that subject, but you asked me the question about how have your world changed. Now my world have changed so significantly that we can do remotely event in Florida, where I'm sitting in St. Louis, Missouri.
Have you found many people joining your art events online and participating online?
Yes, people are coming and they're joining. And I just gave you an example of a nonprofit that we supported, and we are continue to work with other nonprofit. There is other new things that we will be adding very soon that you will be seeing in our Vino and Vision VIP, which is more geared towards a lifestyle. So we are prodding our network. We are including new things for people to participate and engage in their building their happy lifestyle, which Vino and Vision's vision is to create a better world and positive change. So that's what we are doing. We are building a better world through positive change and creativity. So creativity and positive change is the center of our mission, vision, and goal.
And how is it that you are contributing to creating positive change?
Well, as
What
you
is it that you do that does that?
as you know, Vino and Vision focus on both balancing your mindset, left and right, both side of the brain. We have the logical and we have the emotional brain, and our goal is to bring the balance to it. And as you know, the emotional side of it, right side of the brain, is focus on creativity. And when you do creative work, and as a human being, we do a lot of activities in our daily life. You know, cycling is one of them. We did with Cycle Bar. We are doing art. We are doing music. We are doing yoga. We had cooking sessions. We are also thinking about adding dance. And you and I talked about dance and how dance enhances your daily life, how music enhances your mind, how the meditation and mindfulness creates the oneness with the entire world. So those are the things, that activity that we do in our Vino and Vision VIP uh, enhances people's life through creativity. And creativity is the center of innovation. As you know, corporate world is looking for creative people, people who can create a better world and positive change. And through creativity, that's what we do. We become innovative. Innovative people creates.
So you have been talking and working with some young entrepreneurs, correct?
Mhm. That is the
how,
other.
how do they see, having gone through this first year of pandemic, how does the young entrepreneur see this change? If you grasp that at all, is this an opportunity for them or a stifling situation?
Young entrepreneurs are seeing it as an opportunity for them. And as you, the young entrepreneurs group that we are running in our Dharmil group, our parent company, is the young entrepreneurs creating a better world for business. That's what they're doing. And as you can see, we are bringing in a lot of young entrepreneurs, including some financial coaches. We brought in people from who are doing COVID-related work in healthcare sector. We brought in our coach, who is a health coach from Florida, and we are bringing in other people as well. And we are having a discussion with them to find out what kind of contribution they're doing to the entrepreneurs who are just starting up, or the young entrepreneurs who are facing challenges on multiple different directions. And as they discuss those, they are young entrepreneurs themselves. And we are discussing about the challenges and opportunities that they're seeing. And if you look at those videos in our recorded version of our conversation on our Facebook page, you will see that each of them is pointing to a better future. And their outlook for future is positive, very positive. And we are contributing in that space by having that discussion and opening the mindset for them that this is not a dangerous world. This is a safe world, and through community, and Vinovation is all about community. We can not only create a better world, we can also thrive in that better world. And entrepreneurship is just that. If you make money, you can contribute to society and do social good. That's where the charity and other things come into play, that you can contribute to the society and do good. So one of the discussion was, instead of going to working for somebody, the young entrepreneurs are deciding of going working for themselves. And one of the trend we are seeing is we are calling it solopreneurs.
Solo?
Solopreneurs who are starting their self-employed people. Basically, they are starting their own venture and doing it on their own instead of working for somebody else. And just imagine these people who will be investing in that for 30, 40 years of their life as a solopreneur and eventually become a big entrepreneur and create much bigger organizations. You're not only going to have big impact in the world, you will also bring in some new things that the world have not seen before.
Isn't one of the definitions of an entrepreneur a person with such big ideas that they cannot do it themselves, that they do need to employ others?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and that is the key. As the solopreneurs eventually become an entrepreneur and grow their business to a level that their business runs by themselves. They don't have to be involved in the business. And that is the point. You see those entrepreneurs do social causes, support the social causes. And you have seen that in multiple big organizations, the CEOs or the person who started the organization now move into doing social good and doing a lot of good to this entire world. And by working for somebody, and there is nothing wrong with work, there will be people who will be working, who will be working for somebody else. But these young entrepreneurs, what we are seeing is a motivation of, do I need a job or do I build it myself where I can be an employer, where I can hire people and I can eventually become so big that I can do social good. They're asking that question to themselves, and they're, as you can see, just imagine yourself and myself. When we were at their age, we have decided a different path. We work for somebody and instead of working for ourselves. And so the entrepreneur mindset is a completely different mindset. And the one that we are bringing into the young entrepreneurs segment of our business is the people who are doing that, who are taking that risk to start the journey in very early stage of their profession. And that
I
is
think that, yeah, I think that was that is the new generation. When I grew up, my parents always taught you to find a good company to work for and stay with them and you will grow. And that's what that was what was impressed upon us. And I think those in our generation have had different experiences where we've branched off onto our own. Many have gone to work for themselves. And then that new generation has seen their parents impress a different kind of feedback upon them. And I think they've seen others in their own generation build companies, sell companies, and not work their entire life doing one thing, but create something, sell it off, and create something new. And so it is the difference of generations passing the baton upon those children that they raise. Have you done the vision tree with any of your young entrepreneurs? And how does that look different?
Yes, we have. And one of them, you actually interviewed it. You remember the gymnasium.
Yes, the young Asian woman. Yes.
Right. Yeah, so the one that you interviewed. She did vision tree, and that is surprisingly, if you and I'm not in a liberty to discuss my client confidentiality, but of course they're different. Their mindset is different because if you can think about what we were thinking 20 to 30 or 40 years ago, things have changed. Now we see a trend of freelancers. And that is also not only, it's not limited by age. You are also seeing some people who are 55 and older is going into freelancing as the COVID hit, because they have now realized that their job is gone, and whether they want to return back to the corporate world or be a freelancer and take their shot at the new world. So that's a trend that between young entrepreneurs and also the people who are in that age group, 55 and older, or maybe even 40 and older are doing it. We haven't done the research yet, the impact of COVID. I'm very much interested to learn, and that will maybe come up another year or two down the road. What have COVID done to our mindset, and how it is an interesting research. You are opening up a new area for me that if that research is done by truly some good researcher, we will find some fabulous answers for future.
I think it's got to be very concerning for corporations to have so many of their people at home,
right,
working on whatever they're working on. They may be working for the corporation and freelancing at the same time. And so the efforts that are the commitment to the corporation must be less and should be concerning.
Well, that goes back to the productive side of the generation. So if you compare the productivity, if you are just in an office from 8 to 5, how much of that time you are actually spending to do a productive work? And research so far have shown that people are better engage in work from home than they're at the office, because office you have so much time to spend for other things, which is a good factor on social side of it. But when people are internally driven and motivated, they will do much better job than they are forced to do. So if you allow them to grow multiple directions, they can do their entrepreneurship at the same time they can work for you. And if they find that beneficial for them, they will do better job for you as well. So there is nothing to fear for corporate world. In fact, I would think that corporate world is now accepting this new change and adapting to it. And adapting to it in a positive way. And by adapting, and that's why the creativity piece come in, that innovation lab, where we go and try to create things. You can open it up to the entire world now and say, let's create things that you feel like better than somebody else created. And you are now seeing people in social media, you finding singers, you finding musicians, you're finding innovators, and everything that they can now go live on Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever. They can show the world what they have, and some of them are in YouTube is on one of the big one that is taking it to a different level. You can do your skill, like even, I'm looking at some of these carpentry things that, as we build our furniture and things like that, we get ideas from that. And YouTube is doing a fabulous job. So there is visual people who is looking for video is good at going to YouTube, and people who are readers, they like to read web pages. So there is a lot of good things happening, and young entrepreneurs in the forefront of it. And because our topic today is about vision, vision is about seeing things, right? Seeing things is what you see. The power of seeing is what vision is about. And when you can see things clearly, you can make things happen. So our goal as a Vino and Vision is to bring you to a level that you can start seeing things clearly.
Well, I think to see things more clearly, maybe we should do a TikTok video and have you do a little dance and rap.
We do have a TikTok video from Vino and Vision. It's on the Vino and Vision TikTok page. Tony, I would love to. There is two ladies dancing in that TikTok video.
No, I want to see you dance. I want to see you express yourself.
That is the challenge I give you, that maybe you and I should do a TikTok video where we both dance.
All righty.
It is
Very
called,
well, we will work on that vision of our TikTok video.
Exactly. And our vision in Vino and Vision is create a better world through creativity and positive change. And dancing is a very good way to celebrate that.
Yes.
And we are looking at some dancing options in our Vino and Vision VIP. And as you know, as we create the Vino and Vision lifestyle, there will be dancing involved in there, because dance takes you to a completely different mindset and a celebratory mindset. Dance is called celebratory mindset because you dance to celebrate. And we have done that many, many years ago. You think about that when we were in the cave days, and I'm talking about 3,000, 4,000 years ago.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember it, but your ancestors do. And they're not only, so the basic approach of human life was back then is you go hunting and gathering time, right? You go hunting, that's hard work. You're killing this monster out there with a group of people. Now that's a teamwork. And then you got the monster down, and now you have the meat, and you bring the meat and you burn the meat, or whatever that time you had. If you have fire, then you burn the meat. But if you don't have the fire, you eat it without burning, you know. And then you, after you ate and you are now full belly, now you have vino, some type of vino that at that time, whatever vino you had, that the vino, and then you are dancing, you are celebrating, you have the, if you have the campfire going on, you're sitting around it dancing and music, and it goes wee hours of night. So that's built in our present day mindset as well. So that's the activity that we have done for celebration. And that's what we are doing about being in Vino and Vision. Our 9 module, as you know, is end with happiness. And we'll talk about.
So after Vision, our next discussion is going to be what?
That's fascinating, because our the strategic mindset, we have 3 modules: aspiration, vision, and dream. So dream, and we talked about this few times, about the 3 layers of mind. The first layer is conscious mind. Conscious mind is something that can feel and see everything. Our goal is bring things to the conscious level. Then you have the subconscious mind, the mind where things get categorized, but not we cannot see them yet. They're categorized. So we need to bring them out to our conscious mind so we can see that. And then you have the big, huge, dark area called unconscious. Tapping it to unconscious mind is huge. So it's an iceberg. You can see the top, and top is the conscious mind. In the middle, you have the subconscious mind. And then the huge bottom area is the unconscious. And in dream, you are unconscious. You are totally unconscious.
So how do we tap into our dream in our conscious world when we're trying to tap into the unconscious?
And that is the difference between the conscious, subconscious, and unconscious, because you're unconscious. In dream, you have seen things that you don't remember when you wake up. Some people do, Some dream you do, some you don't remember. You can write things down. The moment you wake up, your memory is clear. But dream is deeper than that. Dream is tapping into, through coaching, we find things that you have hidden in your mind. That is totally when, because remember our sensory mode is always in a observing and capturing mode. We are hearing, we are seeing, we are capturing things.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not consciously we are not seeing everything, but they are all getting stored in our unconscious mind. But when we are questioning and asking you deeper level questioning through coaching, you actually start seeing some of those things. And when you start seeing it, our goal as a coach is to bring it in front of you and show it to you and ask you, what do you see? And as you see that, guess what? Now it's in your conscious level. And when it is in conscious level, you can achieve it. Because now you can see it. It's like seeing clearly your road of going to a destination. You can easily walk through that road because you can see it. So that's how powerful it is, Tony. And that's what we are doing in Vino and Vision. That's why our vision and mission, all of this come together, is create a better world through creativity and positive change. And creativity is what you will see when you take a blank piece of paper, start drawing. Your unconscious show up because it comes from creativity, from that side of your brain. So that's how powerful it is, and that's what we are doing here.
Very good. Well, it is bringing our dreams to reality to create a happier lifestyle and a better world around you.
Yes, and next month we will be talking about dream, and hopefully we don't have this echo problem on Zoom. So I'm looking forward to seeing you next month and discussing dream.
We'll see you the first Tuesday of May. And to celebrate the conscious and the unconscious mind, happy 4/20/21 to you.
Happy 4/20/21 to you, Tony.
Very good. And I'll see you next month as we talk about dreams.
And we'll talk about dreams. Thank you very much.